Pablo, brother, high five.
Do not call me brother.
Just like a bat. You're out of your mind, Bruce Wayne.
It's pretty common for people to completely transform their appearances and lifestyles, while others around them barely notice. But to be fair, most of us aren't celebrities with the paparazzi keeping a close eye on our every move, and few of us are blessed with life-changing opportunities or fame. However, in the case of celebrities, every single aspect of their lives gets scrutinized by millions of people from around the world. Several globally famous celebs have completely transformed themselves either for a role they signed up to play or for personal reasons. Today, we're going to show you 15 of the craziest celebrity transformations of all time that might inspire you to turn your life around too.
What the hell are you?
I am Venom.
Number 15. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's life was transformed from addiction to triumph. The actor faced difficulties with drug and alcohol addiction. Hardy hit rock bottom when he was arrested at 17 for auto theft and gun possession. Method acting classes were unable to stop his addiction until he completed a 28-day rehabilitation program. Hardy's career started with his breakthrough roles in Black Hawk Down and Star Trek Nemesis, in which he played his first villain. Unfortunately, the latter film coincided with personal troubles, adding to his early 20s drinking and drug addiction. Hardy, who was born to artistic parents, faced the task of breaking free from the tough guy characters that dominated his early career, eventually garnering recognition and critical praise for his eclectic performances. The turning point occurred with the film Stewart, A Life Backwards, which demonstrated transformational powers, getting him to receive a BAFTA nomination. Hardy's chameleon-like talent shone in Rock'n'Rolla and Bronson, earning him a British Independent Film Award for the latter, in which he gained nearly 20 kilograms to play Britain's most violent prisoner. This period was a watershed moment for Hardy, who embraced each position with increased vigor after conquering personal obstacles. Hardy made his modern film debut with Inception, where his charismatic character became a cult favorite. With This Means War, he demonstrated his flexibility in a rom-com opposite action icons Chris Pine and Reese Witherspoon. Hardy's physical and stylistic range expanded to new heights in The Dark Knight Rises, where he portrayed the fearsome Bane. This was a change from his previous jobs and demonstrated his commitment, including acquiring 12 kilograms of muscle and wearing 3-inch heels. The action-packed Mad Max Fury Road showed Hardy's discipline and brilliance as an actor. Taboo, Hardy's passion project, highlighted his darker and brasher side, with the actor not only acting but also writing, producing, and financing the series. Finally, Hardy embraced the Marvel Universe with Venom, completing his journey from a typecast villain to a varied and celebrated actor after nearly 2 decades in the profession. Hugh Jackman's endorsement of Hardy to play Wolverine suggests that Hardy's development is far from complete, suggesting more interesting chapters in his Hollywood career. Number 14. Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa's 2-decade journey from Baywatch Hawaii to famous roles in Aquaman and Dune has been one of constant change. At the age of 19, Momoa made his small-screen debut as Jason Lone in Baywatch Hawaii, laying the groundwork for his Hollywood ascension. The addition of dreadlocks and a goatee, coinciding with his major role in North Shore, signaled a dramatic shift. This tough appearance evolved further when he played Ronan Dex in Stargate Atlantis, demonstrating Momoa's adaptability. Losing the dreads and embracing a bulked-up body for Conan the Barbarian represented a turning point in 2011. This change laid the groundwork for his renowned performance as Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. Momoa's reputation was cemented with parts in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice as Aquaman, and then anchoring the solo feature Aquaman, exhibiting yet another remarkable physical transformation. In Road to Paloma, Momoa demonstrated his versatility by directing, co-writing, and starring. Aquaman's portrayal in the DC Extended Universe cemented his stature as a household name. Momoa had new opportunities, playing Duncan Idaho in Dune, and resuming his role as Aquaman in Justice League. Momoa's ongoing career is more than just a story of physical transformations. It also demonstrates his versatility across disciplines. Jason Momoa's path has been a riveting examination of growth, flexibility, and the continuing appeal of one of Hollywood's most beloved talents, from TV cameos to dominating superhero roles. Number 13. Diego Armando Maradona. Diego Maradona's rise from the slums of Villa Fiorito to the summit of football success offers a complicated picture of a man known as the cosmic kite. Maradona's life was a series of highs and lows, victories and struggles. His memorable performance against England in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal, highlighted by the hand of God and a mesmerizing solo goal, not only demonstrated his football ability, but also symbolically vindicated Argentina during the Falkland War. Maradona's background in the violent neighborhoods of Buenos Aires developed a difficult personal life, highlighted by substance misuse and addiction struggles. His move to Naples was a key moment for him, both on and off the pitch. Choosing Napoli over Juventus established Maradona as a symbol of defiance to Italy's historical North-South split. Despite his enormous success, which included titles and a chapel dedicated to him in Naples, his affiliation with the mafia and his substance usage threw a cloud over his achievements. Off-field incidents, positive dope tests, and rising insecurities marked Maradona's demise in the 1990s. Despite his weaknesses, millions of people remember him not only for his football skills, but also for his political beliefs. Maradona's death left a hole that extended beyond football. He became a global icon whose reach extended beyond the pitch, while being controversial, flawed, and unquestionably important. His flaws did not detract from the affection of admirers who found satisfaction in his spectacular exploits. Number 12. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth's journey from Australian soap operas to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where he rose to stardom as Thor, is astounding. Hemsworth, who was born in Melbourne, comes from an acting family, as do his brothers Luke and Liam. He began his acting career as a guest actor in the serial opera Neighbours, and then starred in Home and Away. After moving to the United States, he made his Hollywood debut in the Star Trek reboot. His rise to fame was hampered by family rivalry, particularly from brother Liam, who also auditioned for the role of Thor. Chris stumbled at his first audition, but a second effort, coached by his mother reciting lines with him, landed him the legendary role of the Norse god. Beyond the glamour of Hollywood, Hemsworth is an ambassador for the Australian Childhood Foundation, an organization dedicated to the well-being of children. He also launched a fundraising campaign for the charity, offering supporters the opportunity to attend the Los Angeles premiere of The Huntsman: Winter's War. His charitable work coincides with his physical metamorphosis for the role of Thor. A sculpted physique suited for a Norse demigod was necessary for the hammer-wielding superhero, in addition to good looks and acting abilities. This metamorphosis demonstrated Hemsworth's commitment to his profession, as well as the desire for physicality in superhero roles. His narrative is not only one of Hollywood success, but also one of family, dedication, and giving back. Hemsworth's transition from soap operas to wielding Thor's hammer demonstrates not only his on-screen prowess, but also his impactful presence off-screen. Number 11. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise's ascent from a difficult background to a Hollywood celebrity is extremely enthralling. It's tough to imagine Tom Cruise going through financial difficulties. Despite his father's job as an electrical engineer and his mother's job as a special education teacher, both of which have good salaries, Cruise endured difficulties when his mother left the family when he was 11, and his father died soon after. Cruz, who was orphaned and faced financial difficulties, began on a journey from the bottom of the entertainment world to eventually establish himself. Despite early difficulties, Cruz rose to become one of Hollywood's leading men, with a staggering net worth of $500 million. Cruz's career began with setbacks after he was diagnosed with dyslexia at the age of 7. Despite these obstacles, he discovered his love for performing in Ottawa, Canada, and began showing his talent at a young age. His breakout role in Risky Business launched him into stardom. Cruz dominated Hollywood throughout the 1990s, garnering success in a variety of genres. His marriage to Nicole Kidman, which did dissolve later on, gave him a personal depth, and the couple adopted 2 children. Cruz's commitment to Scientology became a distinguishing feature of his life, a departure from his Catholic upbringing. His devotion to faith is matched by his dedication to completing his own stunts, lifting the bar for action heroes. Cruz took up unorthodox parts, such as Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder and Stacey Jacks in Rock of Ages, displaying a lighter side to his on-screen image. Off-screen charity, such as arranging safe transportation for Bill Hader and giving white chocolate coconut bundt cakes to friends, lent warmth to his public image. His youthful appearance has frequently inspired rumors of plastic surgery, but Cruz has constantly denied undergoing surgery, attributing his appearance to good genetics and a healthy lifestyle. In essence, Tom Cruise's metamorphosis is more than physical. It is a journey from a difficult past to becoming a Hollywood legend. His tenacity, eclectic career, and one-of-a-kind approach to life all add to a riveting story that defines the enigmatic superstar. Number 10. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey's life is a remarkable journey from a rough start to becoming one of the world's wealthiest and most important women. Oprah was born into poverty in Mississippi and endured torture and abuse as a child. Despite these obstacles, her tenacity drove her to flee her family at the age of 13 and, sadly, to give birth at the age of 14. Her route to achievement began with a scholarship to Tennessee State University, and at the age of 19, becoming the state's first African-American TV correspondent after competing in a local beauty pageant. Oprah's relocation to Chicago signaled the beginning of her own morning show, which ultimately evolved into The Oprah Winfrey Show, where she created history as the first woman to own and produce her talk show. Following her talk show days, Oprah established the Oprah Winfrey Network. Now, her net worth is an astounding $3.5 billion, demonstrating her rise from poverty to tremendous fortune. Oprah's amazing journey can be seen in her transition from living with her grandmother to moving in with her unsupportive mother, and finally, seeking advice from her father, who instilled in her a strong business sense. In a documentary about her life, Oprah emphasizes the sorrow of being penniless, abandoned, undesired, and hated. Now she enjoys a comfortable and lavish life thanks to a diverse media empire, making her one of the richest self-made women in America. Number 9. Sarah Jessica Parker. Sarah Jessica Parker's life journey from Nelsonville, Ohio, to the bright lights of Hollywood is a captivating narrative of transformation. Parker suffered tremendous financial challenges in a family of 9 that rarely celebrated occasions due to economic struggles, long before striking the screens as the renowned Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. Parker's career in show business began at the age of 11 when she received her first Broadway part, foreshadowing the greatness that awaited her. She moved to Hollywood, making her television debut on Square Pegs, and thereafter establishing a broad career with many film credits. Her celebrity status, however, could not obliterate recollections of a difficult childhood, which she once described as Dickensian. Parker frankly recounted the everyday humiliations connected with obtaining free school lunches and the challenge of having basic utilities shut off at home in an interview with the New York Times. The actress recalls her childhood in Nelsonville, Ohio, stating that their Christmas and birthday festivities had no electricity, and their phone lines were cut due to unpaid bills. Despite these obstacles, Parker's perseverance and talent drove her to success. Today, she reportedly gets more than $1 million for every episode of the Sex and the City reboot, and just like that, her net worth has risen to an astonishing $200 million, a stunning rise from her difficult beginnings. Sarah Jessica Parker's tale is one of resilience, determination, and the ability to overcome hardship, not just stardom. Number 8. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's change from living in a van in Maui, Hawaii, to becoming a Hollywood A-lister demonstrates a tremendous shift in both his lifestyle and physical appearance. Pratt initially accepted a one-way ticket to Maui at the age of 19, living in a flea and mouse-infested van while working minimum hours to support himself. Rae Dawn Chong, an actress, observed his attractive looks while he was waiting tables at a restaurant, which led to his job in Cursed Part 3. Pratt was homeless and lived on a Hawaiian beach before breaking into the film industry due to financial difficulties. His first appearance in front of an audience was as Andy Dwyer in Parks and Recreation, which was originally intended to be a guest starring role, but was prolonged due to his popularity. Pratt's subsequent success in blockbuster films such as Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World propelled him to the top of Hollywood's rich list, with a net worth of $60 million. Despite his early problems, Pratt's career prospered, and he carefully invested his earnings, creating indivisible productions. The story of overcoming adversity and finding success continues with Pratt's physical change from endearing Andy Dwyer to becoming an action hero in Jurassic World. Pratt's path from a reported weight of 136 kilograms when auditioning for Guardians of the Galaxy to flaunting six-pack abs and a shredded frame mere months later exemplifies the physical metamorphosis. His fitness commitment includes intermittent fasting and a diet high in lean proteins, which resulted in a claimed weight loss of 60 pounds. Pratt's physical evolution corresponds to his evolving career, as he has taken on roles that required a fit physique in films such as Jurassic World, Passengers, and The Magnificent Seven. His journey is more than just a story of Hollywood success. It is also a story of personal growth, resilience, and a commitment to overall well-being. Number 7. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio's development from a disadvantaged boy on the fringes of Los Angeles to one of Hollywood's brightest stars is an astonishing tale of transformation. At the age of 19, his breakthrough in What's Eating Gilbert Grape was a key moment in his life that led to him winning the Golden Globe and Academy Award nominations. However, before such blockbuster triumphs, DiCaprio struggled with poverty, drug addiction, and violence throughout his youth. In an interview, DiCaprio discussed his early experiences with extreme poverty and violence, which he credits for his ability to convey the darker elements of humanity in his works.
Out cocaine to wake me back up again and morphine, well.
He defended his role in The Wolf of Wall Street, which was criticized for glamorizing drug use, by drawing parallels with his own upbringing, saying, "It goes back to that neighborhood. It came from the fact that I grew up very poor, and I got to see the other side of the spectrum. From playing a destitute vagabond in Titanic to a finance maestro in The Wolf of Wall Street, his real-life career reflects both extremes. With a net worth of $300 million in 2016, he became the highest-paid male Oscar nominee. Reflecting on his childhood in a rough Los Angeles neighborhood, DiCaprio spoke of open-air drug and prostitute markets, attributing his passion for acting to overcoming obstacles after receiving a scholarship to a private elementary school. His success, he emphasized, stems from his humble origins, which shaped his outlook on life's many facets. Despite his fame and money, DiCaprio maintains ties to his past. The Oscar winner's upbringing, marred by poverty, crime, and violence, taught him important lessons. Now, DiCaprio has not only conquered Hollywood,
With your laptop computer and your malaria medicine and your...
but is also a fervent supporter of humanitarian and philanthropic initiatives, giving back to the community that has inspired his incredible career. Number 6. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger's life is a monument to an astonishing journey from humble beginnings to becoming a global icon. Prior to his renowned roles in The Terminator and his stint as governor of California, he suffered a struggle in a home without necessities, where his father's hostility and scorn influenced his early years. Born in post-war Austria in 1947, he faced poverty in a home without plumbing or a phone, surrounded by hunger-based riots. Despite these obstacles, he revolutionized his life by going to America at the age of 21 to pursue acting, although first faced language challenges and financial restraints. As he prepared for the Mr. Olympia competition, he launched his first business, Pumping Bricks, a bricklaying venture that supported his bodybuilding career. After becoming famous as a 5-time Mr. Universe winner in bodybuilding, Schwarzenegger starred in films such as Conan the Barbarian and the Terminator franchise. His acting abilities earned him a reputed $29 million for his appearance in Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. His path led him to become a successful businessman, a Hollywood A-lister, and California's 38th governor. His status as one of the world's most recognizable performers resulted in significant revenues, ensuring his place as one of the highest-paid figures in the entertainment industry. He has successfully invested his earnings since the 1970s, most notably in a real estate portfolio worth more than $100 million. It is estimated that Schwarzenegger has a net worth of over $450 million, making him one of the wealthiest action performers. Arnold Schwarzenegger's path from poverty to affluence, as well as his significant contributions to climate action and public conversation, cements his status as one of the most bizarre and inspiring celebrity transformations of all time. Number 5. Seline Dion. Seline Dion's life is a stunning metamorphosis, from a packed musical household in Quebec to becoming a global celebrity, fashion icon, and symbol of endurance. As the youngest of 14 siblings growing up in difficult circumstances, she began playing at neighborhood festivals to showcase her musical ability. Her breakthrough came when she was found as a minor by a famous French-speaking artist, paving the way for her meteoric journey to fame. Despite being one of the most famous musicians, Dion has her share of difficulties. Her path to greatness was not easy, beginning with her debut album at the age of 13 and launching her into international stardom with songs like Beauty and the Beast. The 90s cemented her status with the classic Titanic soundtrack, which included My Heart Will Go On. Dion's net worth is expected to reach $470 million by June 2022, thanks to chart-topping singles such as My Heart Will Go On and It's All Coming Back to Me Now. However, Dion prioritized her family, resulting in 2 work breaks for her husband's health and the birth of her children. She had in vitro fertilization for pregnancies and considered parenting to be her best achievement. Renee Angelil, Dion's husband and manager, died at 2016, leaving her devastated. With a successful residency in Las Vegas for 5 years, Dion's career was stable. Over the years, Dion's distinct fashion sense, which she developed with stylist Law Roach, drew notice and demonstrated her changing style. Despite the difficulties of her path, Dion accepted her role as an icon for future generations. She turned 50 at 2018, claiming increased vitality and experiencing a second wind in her life. Her tale is an encouraging tribute to pursuing aspirations despite the challenges. Number 4. Eminem. Eminem, born Marshall Bruce Mathers III, has had a remarkable journey from a difficult background in Detroit to become one of the music industry's most influential characters. Eminem's transformational biography involves challenges with poverty, racial tensions, and personal issues. His nearly 2-decade career has been marred by controversy, legions of followers, and a $250 million net worth. Growing up along 8 Mile Road, Detroit's iconic poverty line, Eminem had a tumultuous childhood that included several school transfers. He dropped out of school in the 9th grade after being bullied for being the new child and pondering on the impact of his turbulent family life on his schooling. Eminem was born into a broken home in St. Joseph, Missouri, and encountered severe obstacles. His father abandoned him when he was an infant, and his mother, Deborah R. Mathers, struggled with personal issues, including Valium use. His early songs were inspired by the difficulties he faced, such as bullying and a problematic family life. Eminem was introduced to hip-hop by his uncle Ronnie, and he began creating his own songs at the age of 14. Despite receiving criticism for his skin color in the largely African-American hip-hop community, Eminem's talent was recognized. He participated in local rap battles with Pal Proof, gaining the moniker Eminem. Eminem's debut studio album, Infinite, was a commercial disaster, leading to a time of despair. He remade himself, however, with the invention of his alter ego, Slim Shady. The Slim Shady EP piqued Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine's interest, resulting in the publication of the Slim Shady LP, which catapulted Eminem's career to new heights. Eminem's ascent to prominence began in 1998 when he joined Dr. Dre's record company. Despite skipping out of school, he became a global superstar, making over $20 million per year. In years of active touring, his earnings increased further. The Marshall Mathers LPs 1 and 2 are the best-selling rap album collections in history, with over 14 million sales sold. Eminem's adventure continued with the formation of his own record company, Shady Records, and the publication of the film 8 Mile in 2002, which was partially based on his life. The film's song Lose Yourself earned an Academy Award for Best Original Song. Eminem startled the world with the release of his Kamikaze album, reintroducing his Slim Shady character. His narrative is one of tenacity, persistence, and a message to never give up. And he has inspired admirers all around the world with his astonishing transition from a struggling adolescent to a global celebrity. Number 3. J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling's rise from a struggling single mother to one of the most successful and contentious authors is a compelling story of transformation. Rowling endured financial difficulty and depression before the enchanted world of Harry Potter appeared to her in a dream. Rowling, who was born in Gloucestershire, England, wrote the first Harry Potter book in 1994 while raising her daughter on state assistance. In an interview, she revealed that she was as poor as it's possible to be before becoming a literary sensation. Despite this, Rowling's dedication and inventiveness drove her to create a wonderful realm beloved by millions. According to Forbes, Rowling earned $95 million in 2017, making her the world's highest-paid novelist and the third highest-paid personality in all categories. This was a big drop from 2008 when she stunned the world by earning $300 million in a single year. Her net worth is now an astonishing $1 billion, thanks partly to the $25 billion Harry Potter property.
An envelope addressed to me and a journalist. It's my a journalist.
The success of Joanne Rowling's Harry Potter series is a triumph over adversity. She hand-wrote manuscripts in cafes with her infant by her side as a single mother barely making ends meet, reliant on welfare for survival. Rowling's agent's skepticism about making money from children's novels was proven incorrect when her works reached widespread acclaim. Rowling's rags-to-riches narrative exemplifies tenacity and ingenuity. Her extraordinary path from financial hardship to literary superstardom cements her place among the most bizarre and amazing celebrity transformations of all time. Number 2. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's life has been a roller coaster ride, from becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history to overcoming adversity and financial difficulties. Tyson grew up in a rough neighborhood in Brownsville, Brooklyn, surrounded by poverty, crime, and violence. He resorted to boxing as a form of escape from the terrible entities that surrounded him. Cus D'Amato, the legendary trainer, discovered and adopted Tyson, bringing him to success. Tyson created boxing history when he won the title at the age of 86, launching his famous career. But losing the belt 4 years later threw his life into disarray. Despite his fall from glory, Tyson has recovered and is now worth $10 million. His path illustrates not only his meteoric rise to superstardom, but also his escape from deep poverty through boxing. Tyson's boxing career peaked when he held the uncontested world heavyweight title. He is the youngest boxer ever to win a heavyweight title, having won his first 19 professional fights by knockout. His boxing accomplishments cemented his place as a boxing legend. Tyson returned to the ring in November 20 for an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr., displaying his enduring physical strength. His 30-year physique journey is still astounding, with images showing him as packed as he was in the late 80s and early 90s.
He shouldn't really be beaten. We gotta give him that credit. He's beating people that he really should not be beating.
Maintaining such a physique necessitates a strict regimen. Tyson is said to consume 3,000 to 4,000 calories per day, and his daily routine includes getting up at 4 in the morning for a 3 to 5 mile jog, followed by a boxing session, muscle-focused exercises, sparring, skipping, and recovery on his exercise bike. Tyson's physical and lifestyle transition, characterized by his commitment to boxing and keeping a rigorous schedule, is one of the most bizarre celebrity transformations. Number 1. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez's rise from aspiring teenage dancer to global icon is one of perseverance, hard work, and age-defying endurance. Jennifer Lopez's upbringing in the Bronx's rough Castle Hill neighborhood impacted her tenacity and work ethic. She learned the virtue of hard work by observing her father's nocturnal efforts and her mother's dedication as a Tupperware saleswoman and school volunteer when she was born to impoverished Puerto Rican parents. In an interview, Lopez stated her devotion to not disappointing her parents, who instilled in her a natural discipline from a young age. However, she had to choose between pursuing her passion for being a dancer and her mother's desire for her to attend college when she was 18 years old. Lopez chose her passion and left, leaving her destitute and sleeping on the dance studio sofa. Regardless of the difficulties, she persisted, telling her mother, "This is what I have to do." Lopez landed a dancing gig in Europe a few months later, launching her career. When she returned, she won a part as a fly girl on In Living Color, which pushed her into the spotlight. Her net worth is currently $400 million, a monument to her unwavering pursuit of excellence. The multi-talented musician became successful across many areas as a singer, actress, producer, and designer. Jennifer Lopez's physical preservation has left the globe in amazement, aside from her professional accomplishments. Despite her age, she seemed to have discovered the secret to eternal youth. J.Lo shared her 5 keys to staying youthful in an interview with Elle magazine: sleep, sunscreen, serums, vitamins, and living healthily. Her use of olive oil was one surprising secret she revealed, emphasizing its benefits for her hair and complexion. Jennifer Lopez's physical and lifestyle makeover reflects not just success, but also virtually agelessness in the eyes of her fans. We hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.